Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And what a matchup this is. Two survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind, two of the top four seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoff. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step, as we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a squad from the Big 12, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Catch made on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, that is a first down and a definitive way of getting a good push up front. And this back, I'll tell you, every single year on the Plains, Auburn always has a great back, and this guy is no different.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up. And he's got it again. Breaking free at midfield. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Handoff here from the shotgun. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Third down coming up after that running play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. We go with a direct snap. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Offense self-destructing. Penalty makes it 1st and 20. Somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. It's 1st and very long after the penalty. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
There are a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
First down sack pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the left side. He's swarmed by the defense.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Strong opening drive. This is play number 9, but it's 3rd down now. Receiver in motion now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Out past the 30. Past the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Chris, that second-tier defender or linebacker sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. Quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Gain on the first play moves it to the 43. It'll be first down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Now it's second down here. Play action fake, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback, and it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Took contact on the throw. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll run it from the gun. And that run produces a decent gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Got space, looking to score. And he scores. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they get set now to try the PAT. And the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner decides to fair catch this. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Hand it off to the back. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the right side. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. Play action fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Nice read here by the Arkansas quarterback to be able to make this throw and pick up a first down for the Hogs. Did a nice job of waiting for his receiver to get open and then put the ball right on the money.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? He hands it off from the gun. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
An inside give now from the shotgun. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Chris, just think of the list of Auburn running backs. I mean, you see this guy pick up a first down, and you're starting to see a little bit of Bo Jackson in it. Maybe a combo. Remember those days of Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown when they were in that backfield? Trey Mason. Boy, so many great backs that Auburn has enjoyed, and this guy's looking good.
Defense is coming after him. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Running back has it on a screen now. And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground here. Gets some space around the 30. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They're going to run the option. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Extra point try coming now. And it's good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's on the run. Launches deep. And the pass ball is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes out. This looks like a pretty obvious call against the defense.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Short connection to the tight end here.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility, what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Pass caught. 2nd down now. They're going to run it here. The Razorbacks pick up enough to get a 1st down there.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
That run picks up 1st down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Here comes a handoff. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. There's a shot toward the end zone. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two, and that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the 2nd half.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Back in motion now. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Using his legs on the scramble.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's looking to scramble.
He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the option play. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
And the Razorbacks have first and 10 here. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
These big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's second and 14. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. And the defense closes in quickly to stop him short of the goal line. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to the end zone, looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
So on fourth down now, out comes the field goal unit. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And with that, they retake the lead. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. A handoff to the back. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. The onside kick works as they steal a possession here. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Getting set. Here's second down. And there's the handoff. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Another positive game by this back. I'm telling you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here, using his legs here. Here's the second down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Second down, we're going to throw it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's going to take off here. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. And he'll set up to throw. The pocket breaking down. Trying to use his legs to make the first down. Couldn't get there, and now it's a 4th down call.
This is a nice job here by this defense on 3rd down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his first down, but they keep him short to set up this 4th down.
And he knocks it right through the uprights. And that will tie the game here. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's going for a big play downfield. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Well, it doesn't take long to figure out what kind of adjustments they made at halftime. Here we are, the very first series to start the second half in the championship game, and they're taking shots downfield. They clearly see matchups they want to take advantage of.
And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They call the draw play here. The Razorbacks pick up enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the Razorbacks will line up on 1st and 10. Touchdown, Hogs. That puts them on top in the second half.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game as a quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. And the single back takes the handoff.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
They look to throw it here on second down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. And the wideout goes in motion. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
First down here for this offense. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the handoff. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. On first and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Looking to pass here on second down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Finds room at the 30. And they're finally able to bring him down. A big gain to wrap up the third quarter. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Handoff heading left. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. That's a design quarterback keeper. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? Third and inches, it looks like.
And the quarterback will just sneak it now.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. The defense with more pre-snap movement. They're going to run it. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And they stop him just short, but defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
And they're trying to punch it in here. And he'll be brought down.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And the quarterback will just sneak it here. Touchdown, Tigers! This offense really clicking. Here comes the point after attempt. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Some hard running there through a tackle. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Snags the quick throw. And the gain just good enough for a first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Running back with the football. Gets into space at the 50. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Finds an open target on the left side. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And that's the 2-minute warning here as we set up for a close, dramatic finish to this one. Second down play coming up. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Third down. They don't gain anything from here. It's a 51-yard field goal try. It's an option look. Pitches to the back. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Oh, it's snapped to the back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost. Everything is flipped in the other direction.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Your worst-case scenario, you go to overtime. But can they make something happen and try to win it in regulation? Let's see. And the runner brought down after just a short game.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got him probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back. Quick completion to the tight end. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Bringing pressure. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He's going to take off. And he steps out of bounds. No gain on the play. Third down play for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. It's a touchdown to win a national championship. He took it by reaching back and showing the arm strength. He did it there that time.
Yeah, they actually work on this, believe it or not, in practice. Every receiver has a position to be in, whether it's the front or the back or in the middle. Then you just hope for maybe a tip ball that goes up into the air and somebody comes down with it. How about that? A touchdown.
And that'll do it. We have a national champion. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Arkansas Razorbacks.